Then, in the cold, flickering light, we saw her. The ghostly figure of a woman in a store uniform staring back at us. What if I told you there's a place frozen in time, a modern-day Pompeii of perishables? Imagine walking into a grocery store that just stopped. No warning, no explanation, just a sudden, eerie silence. Today, we're diving into an eerie adventure, uncovering a massive grocery store, mysteriously abandoned, with thousands of food items still sitting untouched on the shelves. This isn't just an old, forgotten building. It's a snapshot of a moment, a chilling mystery begging to be solved. What could have possibly caused a place like this to just vanish from existence, leaving everything behind? We brave the reek of decay and the lurking danger of mold to find out. But as we delve deeper, we uncover a spine-chilling truth. Ghostly encounters that drove everyone away, leaving the store to rot in eerie silence. The air outside was thick and heavy, but what seeped from the service door was cold and stale, a breath from a world that had stopped. We stood before the rusted metal frame, the entrance to a place frozen in time. Once a bustling grocery store, now a silent tomb. The silence was more than quiet. It was an absence, a void that pulled you in. Crossing that threshold felt like stepping from the world of the living into the dead. The door groaned open, and we slipped into pitch-black darkness. The temperature dropped instantly, the cold making our skin prickle. Our flashlights revealed stacks of flattened boxes and thick dust motes swirling in the beams. Every sound echoed, amplifying the sense of trespass, not just on property, but on memory. The anticipation was electric.
What would we find?
Emptiness or a perfect time capsule?
We moved forward, flashlights sweeping graffiti and peeling paint, the air growing colder and tinged with a strange, sweet smell. We were getting closer to the heart of the store, and its secrets waited just beyond the next door. Pushing through the swinging doors was like opening a sarcophagus. The smell hit us, a wave of rot, chemicals, and mold, nature reclaiming its ground. We covered our noses, but it was useless. Our flashlights revealed aisles fully stocked, every shelf packed as if waiting for shoppers who would never come. It was a ghost ship, provisioned for a voyage that never happened. The silence was so complete, you could almost hear the dust settling. Every item was a small tragedy. Baby formula, dog food, birthday cake mix, snapshots of lives frozen in time. This wasn't just an empty building. It was the ghost of a community's routine. Phantom sounds seemed to linger. Shopping carts, register beeps, tinny music. But there was nothing. Only the smell of death and the sight of everything left behind. The air was heavy with questions.
Why would a business just stop? Why leave everything to rot?
The mystery was already deeper and stranger than we imagined. We moved deeper into the store, our flashlights cutting through the darkness. Jax led the way, his steps echoing off the linoleum, while Maya trailed close behind, eyes wide with curiosity.
Whoa, check this out. Expiration dates all from October 2017. It's like time just stopped.
It's so weird. Nothing's been touched. It's like everyone just vanished in the middle of shopping.
A spilled bag of chips and an abandoned shopping cart sat frozen in time. Ghosts of daily life, interrupted.
Look at this. Someone just left the price gun right here. And that mop and bucket. It's like they dropped everything and ran.
Did something happen? This doesn't feel like a normal closing. It's more like an evacuation.
The waste was staggering. Gourmet cheeses, expensive meats, organic vegetables, all left to rot.
It's like walking through a graveyard. All this food just left behind.
Every can and box feels like a little time capsule. I wonder who was supposed to buy them. The mundane details, the faded price tags, the cracked linoleum, made it all the more chilling.
This place is like a graveyard for groceries. It's kind of beautiful in a creepy way.
A mausoleum of wasted abundance. I've never seen anything like it. The smell intensified near the produce and deli sections, the epicenter of decay. Lettuce liquefied. Tomatoes collapsed. Potatoes sprouted alien limbs. It was a science experiment gone wrong. Life and death on display. In the condiment aisle, a bottle of salad dressing had swollen grotesquely, a small bomb of fermentation. The break room held its own horrors. A petrified sandwich, a mug of unrecognizable sludge, curling memos on the board.
Remember to upsell our holiday specials. A message from a lost civilization.
Faded Halloween decorations hung from the ceiling, their cheer now grimly ironic. The store closed just before or during Halloween 2017. The festive decor was now a backdrop to decay, a party for a funeral. The moment of closure was frozen in every detail. The Backrooms held the real story. In the meat department, tools were left mid-task, knives on boards, trays waiting to be filled. The manager's office was a trove of clues, schedules for late October 2017, invoices never unpacked, a half-written email about plumbing issues, and a strange smell. The silence here was oppressive, the absence of people more pronounced. Lockers remained closed, personal belongings untouched, a final, private space. The building spoke through forgotten gloves, a safety poster, a calendar stuck on October 2017.
These weren't just objects. They were the last words of the building.
We felt less like intruders, more like archaeologists uncovering a modern ruin. Each room added a piece to the puzzle. The story was one of sudden interruption, not slow decline. The clues were everywhere, if you knew how to look. The building's history was written in what was left behind. Suddenly, a heavy engine rumbled outside. We froze, hearts pounding, flashlights off. Headlights swept across the grimy windows. A truck in the parking lot.
Was it security? Scrappers?
It didn't matter. Getting caught wasn't an option. We ducked behind a display, peering through gaps in the cans. The truck idled, its engine a threatening growl. Footsteps crunched on gravel, slow and deliberate. A flashlight beam swept past our aisle, a near miss. We held our breath, hidden only by shadows and expired green beans. After an eternity, the truck left, the engine fading. We waited, then finally exhaled. The danger had passed, but the message was clear. We were not welcome. We were ghosts in this machine, and the outside world was always listening. After the scare, we needed a break. In the candy aisle, a stupid idea was born. Taste a 7-year-old fruit chew. The packaging was sealed, the colors still bright. I popped a yellow piece in my mouth. Hard, flavorless, waxy. Slowly, a muted chemical ghost of lemon emerged with a musty aftertaste. I spat it out, my friends laughing. Verdict: 2017 was not a good vintage for candy. It was a funny, disgusting moment that broke the spell of dread. Not everything here was existential. Some of it was just gross. It was a small, human moment in a vast, inhuman space, consuming the past, only to find it bitter and spoiled. Some risks were just foolish, but others were truly terrifying. The meat and dairy sections were ground zero for something far worse than rot. A chilling presence haunted these aisles. Freezer doors creaked open on their own. releasing icy whispers that seemed to echo with voices from beyond. The air turned frigid, breath visible, as if the store itself exhaled a supernatural chill. Even the rats seemed to flee from an invisible terror as a cold gust swept through the darkness. The store became a closed ecosystem of fear and decay, where the living and the dead seemed locked in a silent, chilling dance. It was a warning. When control is lost, not just nature, but something far darker reclaims everything. The owner and staff fled in terror, leaving everything behind. The building now digested from the inside out, haunted by a presence that refuses to leave. Amidst the chaos, we began to notice something strange. Clues that pointed not just to abandonment, but to something far more unsettling. Behind the locked counter, a cold spot lingered. Our breath fogged in the air, and a shadow flickered just out of sight. Suddenly, a chilling wind swept through the aisles. Shelves rattled. We heard footsteps echoing, but saw no one. The most haunting clue: a cat skeleton near the service door, its body twisted as if it had tried to escape something unseen. Then, in the cold, flickering light, we saw her. The ghostly figure of a woman in a store uniform staring back at us. Her face, a blur of indeterminate features, was turned towards us, and though her eyes were unseen, we felt the chilling weight of her gaze pressing down, an unwavering, silent accusation. Fear surged. We ran, realizing the truth. The store was abandoned for good, not by choice, but by haunting. We stumbled out into the sunlight, hearts pounding, the world outside suddenly colder. The stench of rot clung to us, but it was nothing compared to the chill that followed. From the outside, the building seemed ordinary. Inside, it was a tomb, haunted by something unseen. We found scattered clues, desperate notes. The logic of corporate failure vanished. Why abandon everything unless you had no choice? Some mysteries are meant to stay locked away. We escaped, but the ghost's presence lingers, waiting for the next to enter.